Welcome to this masterclass on product animation for beginners. In this video, we will dive into the essentials of creating stunning product animation using Blender. Learn tips, tricks, and workflow to make professional animations for our clients and also for portfolio. Whether you are new in Blender or looking to refine your skills, this video is perfectly for you. If you are ready to elevate your animation skills, don't miss out till the end. And before you go, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more exciting tutorials. Let's get started. So this is our first clip. Sorry for that, I didn't show the workflow of this because I just explain everything how I made the first clip because I made this later for Instagram clip, so I forgot to record this one. So I explain everything so you know how I made this clip. First just look at the clip, then I will explain. So that's our first clip which I made. Just I simply import my watch with only these crown watch face and these two straps initial parts, and then I add two lights, area lights top and bottom, and then I add empty. Just press shift A, add empty, and I select these two area lights, then select empty and press Ctrl P, and I make this object keep transform. Then I select this empty, and in from this 761 to 800 I rotate this empty. I add the keyframe by pressing K and add keyframe for rotation, and also rotate 360 and then again press K and add rotation keyframe. And then on camera I animate the focal length. Initially I set the focal length to 100 and then at the end keyframe I set it to 130. So, and one more thing, on the area lights I also animate the power. Initially I set the power to 0 and at the end I also set the power to 0, but in the middle I set here 10 watt, and on 800 the same keyframe I duplicate this keyframe to place here, and at the start or end I make the power to 0 watt, and same for this light. And that's how I make this first clip animation. Let's move on to the second one. First of all, we will make the animation of this 3D logo. Let us start it. Go to render view, and here you see nothing because there's no light. Let's first add lights and drag on the x-axis, rotate on y-axis and make it longer like this. Rotate on little bit x-axis, make it more better. First of all, I will go to camera view to see. I will off this grid. Now I will move this light to see how it looks. Now I will increase the power and see what's going on here. So I will move this to left side. I think here it is okay. Now what I will do, press shift D. First I go to material preview. I select the light, press shift D to duplicate, and I will move on the y-axis. Here, let's again go to render preview, and I will move a little bit back here, and again I will duplicate by shift D and move on y-axis again. I think here it is okay. Now I will off again this grid and look at this. Just select this logo, right click, set origin to geometry and press shift S and cursor to selected, and cursor move to this logo origin point. Then what we will do, select 3D cursor, select the camera and rotate on Z axis. Look at this. I do one more thing. Here's, I think lighting is a little bit low, so what I do, I didn't increase the power, I will decrease the spread of this light. I think here it is okay. I will do for the spread 144. I give this spread value to all the lights, and I will move these three to a little bit in the mid of the logo. I think here it's okay. So it's will also background also cover some light. So now I put keyframes for camera to animate. Just go to frame 1 and rotate the camera on the z-axis. Press K and click on location rotation. Then go to 100 frame and press RZ to rotate on z-axis. Again press K, location rotation, move here, select the keyframe, press T and press linear. Now camera move throughout the animation at the same speed. So here's our animation. quick reminder, if you want to learn how to convert your 2D logo into 3D in Blender, I will put the link in the description. Watch this video. First of all, I empty parent to this watch, so I move just this one, not the entire watch. So how you can do this? Simply shift tab empty, make this big, select everything, and at the end select empty which you want to parent. So press Ctrl P and make object cube transform. And also if you want to clear the parent, then simply select all parts of watches instead of this and press Alt P and clear parent. So this is for the parents, and let's make the animation of this one. First of all, we will decide what animation we will make in a second. So I will make the animation to the close-up look like this, to rotate from here to here. So not in at this angle, but we will rotate this to 90 degree at y, sorry, minus 90 degree. Yeah, like this. And what we will do now, just hold and drag the window here and go to render preview, just off the grid everything, and if here's it's only the black, we will add lighting and camera everything. We have a camera, so we'll align the view accordingly. First of all, what we do, we align the camera, just active the camera and align view, first align view, and press Ctrl Alt and numpad 0 to align the view and the camera. So it's too close, we will select camera and pull back. I think here it's good, but I will fix the angle like here, it's okay. Also my focal length of this camera is 110. You can set according to you. I will make this close-up look at higher focal length. Instead of move this camera to 3D cursor, what I will do, adding empty, just make it big, select empty and then camera, press Ctrl P and keep transform. Now select the empty and rotate on Z axis. The same result also achieved by 3D cursor to place at the place of empty, but why I prefer empty instead of 3D cursor? Just focus on these values. If I rotate empty by parent the camera, it only change Z axis rotation, and if I rotate the camera on 3D cursor like Ctrl Z, then look at the values, its X, Y location and Z rotation changes. So empty is preferable for transitions, but if you didn't want transition, then use 3D cursor. So let's just add lighting. First of all, I will make the collection lights and add area light, Control Z, rotate on a little bit here, wait here, move on. So here we see the our camera here. We will also fix rotation of the camera. First we will adjust light. When we make the animation, we will fix that. So increase the light size, it will soft the reflections. I will increase power to 100. If I select empty, I think it's a little bit too far. I will move to y-axis a little bit, and I set camera to more closer like this a bit here. I will close this panel by pressing N. Now if we move this empty, we have a sleek beautiful animation of this. Now I add some lights. We'll do one more thing, like if we move this, but here's we will see the reflection which is not looks okay. I think here, and move back a little bit and increase this power to 200. I think now it's give the same result. And if we rotate this, sorry, we rotate this, yeah, it's look better here. So I will add one more light to little bit fill this blackness. Just add first select this collection and add area light, increase the size on y-axis and make little move here like this and increase it power to 100. Now just increase a little bit more and make like this. And what I do to light up these hands of the watch and logos, so I will add another area light and I will move on x-axis to here and rotate on y-axis, move upward and increase the scale on y-axis. We'll make this to soft shadow light. So I will make it like scare. So if I rotate now, we will render image first to look how it looks. I will render this on 200 resolution, like 190, 200, 1080, 200 resolution. It's like 4K resolution. That's why it take little time, but not a problem. So it's render and it looks okay, I think. Yeah. I just want more to little bit reflection of light here while moving the camera. For reflection, I think I will add lights, select light collection, area light, move above little bit here to distraction. I want soft reflection here. What I do, go to object properties tab and go to shading tab and linking, light linking, and I will link this light on the glass so it will only reflect on glass and not on other watch parts. If I increase this brightness, I just want glossiness. So one more thing I will do on visibility, I will over diffuse, transmission and volume scatter. I just want glossy, and I will also increase the size on y-axis so it will cover the whole watch. I will change the shape to disk. I will increase the size on y-axis and little bit here. Just make some tweakings to look it's better. So what I do now, while rotating the camera, when it will in the middle here, then I will want the light, this light to show the reflection here, so I will animate this light also. So I move this light back on x-axis, use this empty to animate the camera, press K rotation, or go to there and right click and click on insert single keyframe. This will only insert keyframe here because we will just animate the Z rotation. So on 150 I will rotate to here, insert single keyframe, select the keyframes, press T and linear, press K and insert location keyframe, then move all to 150 and move to here. Again press K, insert the keyframe on location. So select these keyframes and to linear. Let's see how it looks. I think I need more close here. Just mark location. Let's play. So yeah, this will fine. So what I will do next, to animate this hand of the watch, just I hide the glass by pressing H. Just select this, mark the rotation, just move 30 frames, move on next second, here rotation, do this to the last keyframe. It will move smoothly, but I didn't want this smoothly. I want this to jump to the next second. So how we will do, just select all the keyframes except last one, because here's the keyframes end. So just select these, press shift D and move right before the next keyframe. Let's see now. Yes, it looks perfect. Now unhide the glass and let's see how our animation looks like. Let's jump on to the next animation. First of all, I will place this camera here. Just I will select this camera, hover mouse cursor below and press Ctrl B. By this it activate the camera from that keyframe. Now I extend the keyframes to 300. On 150, enable this camera, just enable this and over this and press Ctrl B. So what it will do, when it will play this animation and it will transition to second camera automatically. That's the work of this. So let's move camera here. First of all, I will align the view, then active this camera and press Ctrl Alt numpad 0 to drag the camera here. Just zoom out, little bit zoom out and rotate. I think this is okay. Rotate here. Let's off some light. So we will only focus on this area. We will disable lights and again we will add light, increase the size of light on y-axis, just decrease on y-axis, sorry, and increase the power like 30, or I will decrease the length. Also I will decrease the spread to only focus on this area like that, or we will move up and if we drag this like this, yeah, like this. Let's animate this. Let's make the keyframe on location and drag to this here. We will end this here. I think I will make this animation only 100 frames, so I will finish it on 250. Just put the location keyframe here. So on this there. I will close to this location. Just select both keyframes, press T and linear. So if we play this now, and we will also animate camera a little bit. So what I do, I also put the empty for this camera just like this. Select this camera, control P, keep transfer. So if we move this like here, press K, rotation, and go at the end and like that, again rotation, and choose the keyframes, set to linear. So let's see how it looks. I didn't want to see this reflection here, so I will off multiple importance. Now let's jump on to the next animation. Want like camera rotate around and move close to this rotator, and we will make the transition from that. We will learn the transition, how we make transitions in animation. Let's make this. Just enable this camera and active this camera. Just press Ctrl Alt numpad 0 and drag a little bit here. Let's add lighting for this one, and also I will make this camera to active here, so I will hover this cursor here and press Ctrl B, and this camera activate here. So let's make that animation. First of all, I add area light, Ctrl Z, increase the length on x-axis, and also press Ctrl D, SZ -1 and move down. So where's the light? I think this one. Yeah. So what I do here is just move little bit here and solve the reflection here and decrease the power light to 2 or 3. No, 2 is much low. Let's make it 8. Yes, 8's work fine. So we will add light for this only like that. If I press shift to duplicate this and 8 on the axis, sorry, Y here, it's fixed now. So we will decrease 10 and also increase the spread. So what I will do, just go to last frame and then press K and mark keyframe location and rotation. Look at the animation. This is just a light setup. So I will change this light animation here to move on the y-axis. It looks more better. Look at this. Look at the effect on here. Let's animate the camera. So first I add empty, then select the camera and empty and press Ctrl P and keep transform. Let's animate this empty now. Just press N and we move this empty on y-axis to animate this. So I will make insert single keyframe, and at the end of animation I will move to this, also add one more keyframe like this and select the camera, and I will animate the path on y-axis. So on y just add single keyframe, and at the end just move little bit closer like this and add the single keyframe by right click. So here's sub animation. So how we make the transition, let me show you. Just select the camera and click here and drag above just like this. Drag a little bit more above. So go here and open graph editor. Press N to hide this. Here's our keyframe. Now pay attention here. Just first go to here, pivot point, and make it individual. Okay, now select this handle. Press R and rotate like this. And press S to scale little bit like this. Now look how it faster. First it's slow and at the end it look fast. Decrease little bit size. Just move this on y-axis, and now I will increase the size like that. Now look at the animation like this. I also make one more thing. Faster the location on y-axis of the camera. Just add single keyframe here and move right before the next keyframe. Now look at this. We merge this transition to the next clip. Now this animation is finished here. Let's jump on to the next animation. In this clip, I make the explode view animation to explode in this direction. So let's move upward a little bit. I think here it is okay. And let's put the camera here first. Just pull the camera back. Just select this glass and cursor to select it. Press Shift A, add another empty. I put arrow. Where's this arrow? Okay, in Y2. It's okay. So I use this empty to explode this watch. So look how I do this. Just rotate a little bit to match the direction of the watch, and I think it's okay now. And put this on the selection to cursor. I first hide this and select everything that I want to explode, just like this, and this logos, time graph, this everything. I think also this one, and I think this one also, and I will animate crown and straps individually because it's explode in a different direction, that's why. So everything selected, and I will now unhide the glass and also select this, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. So select everything, go to constraint tab on this and add copy location, set target to empty, and what I do now, click on this little arrow and copy to selected. This constraint copy to all the selected objects. Just select every object and set the influence, how much influence to move the location with empty. I will put this to 0.8. I will just hide, set the value of influence to others. And I already set okay. Now look at this, how it influenced the watch. Just put this one. Look at this explode view. But I think it's move more further. I don't want to go it like this, move further from watch. So I will decrease the influence. Basically, I want to teach you just how you explode the watch, because many of you may be beginners and don't know, and maybe explode animations like put single keyframes on this and every individual object. So this is the best way to explode, make explode animation. Just keyframe this empty and you will good to go. So I will also make some tweakings to make this better explode animation. I just show you how you can do it. So try this and tag me on Instagram what you learn in this animation video. First of all, I add plane, increase the size and move on y-axis. Just here, move back. Let's add lighting. First of all, put back and rotate on x-axis, like, and just make this back and rotate on z-axis. Just increase the power of this light, like I think 200. Just increase the size on z-axis. I think its light is too low, so I make it to double on 400. And now I just duplicate this, move on y-axis, move on z-axis. I think camera, okay, we will animate the camera to move from here to go here. I will also duplicate, and I think it's look okay. I want to link this watch to these three lights because I want to light up this plane separately. So in the shading tab, light linking new, and I will put this whole collection in this, and same for this. Now let's first animate the camera. In camera I will make another empty, and let's make it to fifth cam, and select this, press Ctrl P and object key parent. So we only move on this Z axis like this. Press N, mark Z, insert single keyframe on Z, then go to last keyframe, rotate little bit. I think here is okay. Again put single keyframe and hide this by pressing N. Let's see how it looks. So it's look boring, yet I think I need to rotate more on Z axis like this, and also on here, just here, put single keyframe, hide this by pressing N. Now we will animate this exploded view. Just put the keyframe location rotation. I think we just need location, but put location rotation, and how it looks. I move it back. I think for this animation is short, so I will make it to 500 or 550. First just make it to 500, then we will increase this. So it's 500 from 351 to 500, and we will also put this keyframe to, I think, in the middle. Also I will duplicate this keyframe because it's the keyframe already here, location here. So I will duplicate this and put these to, I think, there, because at the end we will fast this animation and at the start also. I think I need to zoom in here there. So we have better focus. Put the camera and increase the, I think 120 is okay. Let's explore the straps now. Just press K, rotation location. Again select this location rotation, and also for this I think I also need to explode this with this one. Let's first animate this, then we will see. At this point put this to there, location rotation, and on for 60 on here. I will make this little bit low, just rotation location, and at for 90 I think I will duplicate this to here. Just select second strap, and for 40 just pull this below like this. Okay, press K, location rotation 460, make this little bit above like there, location rotation, and duplicate this to 490. Yeah, there. Select buckle and add copy location constraint. Select the object and explode anim and make this influence to 0.05. Yeah, it's look okay. So let's make the animation more better. Just select this, just rotate like this and press S to scale it down. This, let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks okay. Just decrease scale. I think it's okay now. Wait, I will show you the transition first. I will back to 251 frame and let's see the animation. Look at the transition. And I will also put one more light just influence on this glass. So in the light section just add light GY GXY, rotate on here, just move up and bigger the size and link with the glass and increase the size to 100. Press N to move this and insert keyframe and move it to 370. So I also here from here put the keyframe here, single keyframe, and make it to just like 490. What if we exchange the location of these keyframes? Let's make it to there and to there to there. Select this. I will put this from 351 where's the animation of the fifth camera start. I will drag right 10 frames behind and also drag this right 10 frames after this. Let's see how it looks. It looks better, which I want. Now I want the background light to come from this corner. Just add spotlight and move there, rotate on y-axis like this. Let's just first blend to 1 and increase the power to 1000. Just move little bit here and rotate on z-axis. Let's light up more, just decrease the size and move right in the corner. I think it's look okay. Now I increase the power 10,000. Let's change the color of the spotlight. Let's see how it looks. Let's make it to blue. Yeah, purple looks still better little bit. Just move up, move down, and make to 30. Just we need to light up this blackish part little bit, and yeah, so let's do it. See, just add area light on z-axis, scale up in y-axis, x-axis, move on y. Yeah, it's light up now. Press I and move at last keyframe and again adjust this like so. Put the keyframe here and let's see how it. So I drag this keyframe to here. I think on this to 490. Let's just accordingly. Okay, I select this one. Let's light up. We will also set the power of these lights. First we select the position and rotation of this. Yes, insert keyframe here and let's adjust the light. For this light the power is okay but for second light we need to decrease the power of the light little bit. So let's do it first. Let's move keyframe here 50. Let's make here to 10 is okay. Insert keyframe and also adjust location like this. Press I. Let's render and see how it looks. So the render is complete and yeah, it looks fine here. So our this clip is finished here. Let's jump on to the next clip. So in this animation, I dip the watch into the water, but we create fake water. Let's select our camera and press Ctrl Alt Numpad 0 to line the view. Drag this to there. Pull it back. I think here it's okay. Just add a plane. Scale up the size and move down like this and add subdivision like 10 is enough or 20 is enough. It's more than enough. What we do now, just add dynamic point canvas and add canvas and make paint to waves. What we do, just add a cube, scale it up just the size and decrease the size on XY, increase on X like this. Go to viewport properties, make it to wire and also visibility. Go to visibility, uncheck the renders. So go to property, add dynamic point, and this time add brush, add brush. So it's working as a brush. Parent this with this control P key parent and let's see if it works or not. So it's like a water. Okay, it's work. So to look more better, just add 3 level of subdivision and we will make make this 3 level of subdivision in render and 1 level of in viewport. Make it also shade out to smooth or shade smooth and play the animation and enjoy. Look at this. And for below part, we will add skew with volume, matic fog or light so it look like water and add some particle system and add a cube. Go to orthographic view and just like this. Go to edit mode, select the below face, select all, press S and shift Z to exclude the Z axis and scale the size and press Ctrl A, apply scale. So what we will do now, just add a material, give the name volume. If you have a blend kit add-on in the blender, so in the material section search for water material and add water material like this one. Just select the material object where you want to apply this material and click on material. It automatically download and apply. So yeah, it's loading. So it looks in a render mode more beautiful. Select the plane and add this material and select on this. We will adjust camera in inside so we know how much volume density. So just go to here, press Ctrl Alt 0. Just press Shift A and add volume, principal volume, and drag it here. Plug this volume into volume and decrease the density to 0.1. I will put the color by myself like blue. It is blue like this. It looks realistic now. Just we add some lighting to make it more better. So let's adjust the camera and make the animation. So what we will do, just select this and rotate this like this. Adjust the select cam and increase the focal length. I will make again 100 and again set the camera. We will pull back to show the whole watch like this and go to render properties, scroll down and go to film and make it transparent. So we didn't see the HDRI in background, just we see lighting. We also decrease the strength of the HDRI 0.3. Let's see was what look water inside. So it's look okay. We also add lighting so it will okay. Let's add some lighting. So rotate on y-axis, also rotate on z-axis. Point the back of the watch and make it to disk. Make shape to disk and increase the size. And also increase the power to 100. I do same light for right side. Make the pivot point to 3D cursor and press Ctrl T S Z -1. Increase the power to 200 Also we will make the fill light here at the front, like here, to soften the shadows. Let's add this. Let's control D and move on y-axis. Control Z, rotate on y-axis, move up, increase the size and decrease the power to like 50. I think more like to 80. It's just a hit and try. Just play with the lights until you get better results. Let's render and see how it looks. The light is pretty much okay, but the below part is way dark. So we will also light up little bit. Let's light up the below part. What I do, I just add area light, rotate on y-axis on 180 degree and increase the size on x-axis like this. Let's make it to cube for background and we add some spotlight to make it volumetric. Delete this principal BSDF and add principal volume and plug this volume into volume. I think I need to increase the density. Just wait. Make it to 1. Okay, let's add some spotlight below. So Control Z, just rotate on y-axis like this and make the blend to 1, all the way 1, and make the power 2 million, and rest radius and spot size and blend you can copy also. One more thing, just select cubist, go to edit mode and select the below part and Control Z to move further back and apply the scale. So I think I need to make this more powered like 4. Yeah, like this. And what's how it looks if I just place it here and grab this, sorry, this, and play the animation and make how it looks. Look at this. We just add some lighting to light up in the water and also add some particles bubbles to make it more realistic. First, let's make this plane to some bumpy water waves so it look more realistic. First, make the color to blue and crank up the transmission and reduce the roughness. Then press Shift A and add noise texture node for bumpness and plug this color or factor into bump and then plug bump into normal and set noise texture values according to you. I moved to watch animation before I some make tweakings to make it look better. First I place keyframe here, just select a press key and location rotation. Set the watch for the second keyframe and press K and add location rotation keyframe and then select all keyframe, press T and linear and move directly inside like there and put location keyframe, location rotation plus linear and also with the cam just put this empty, move right below like this, make it location and rotation. Let's see how it looks now. Yeah, it looks same what I want. Just add the when it comes in the water will reduce the particle system to make bubbles and blown up so it looks realistic water. Add a UV sphere, make it to shade auto smooth. So in material tab just put the material, make the transmission 1, roughness to 0.1, IUR to 1.333. I also make the IUR of this reflection to 1.33. So it's a IUR of the water. Make it to blue. Add another isosphere and go to last keyframe. Make it, I think, it there. So right below this, go to particle system, add particle system emitter. So it's this. It's also look as a bubbles, but make this render as object and just search bubble and look at this. Just randomize the scale and also increase the scale like this. So here's our add initial velocity to this. So on z-axis, just give it to 1 meter per second. Let's see, but it's too slow. So we will give it to 5 and play, and yes, it looks fine. One more thing, we will go below on the field weights and make the gravity 0 so it's not going below down. So yeah, like this. Look at these bubbles. To make it more realistic, we set the lifetime. We make this lifetime to 50. So when we produce these bubbles, when these come below like this, I think when it comes there, we start this on 5 from here. Also parent the lights with the watch, so when watch move downward, the lights also move with the watch. Don't forget to tweak some particle system values to set according to your needs. And at the end, I make transition of the watch to move to next animation, which I already showed 2 times in the previous animations on the fourth and fifth clip. So you can set up your own. Now you already know how to make it. I didn't show because the video already too lengthy, so it goes too much lengthy. That's why. Here's our animation. I will slow down this animation. So I will just give you idea how you make this. It will translation from this to next. So I make some changes like from the start and at the end I add motion blur. From there just check this motion blur tick and also in performance of persistent data, because sometimes in rendering it cause issues with motion blur with persistent data. So I off the persistent data and just first I render all the animation from 501 frames to 605, and then what I do with motion blur off, then I on motion blur and off precision data and just render first 520 frames, and then again after 20 frames I render from 590 to 605 to keep the motion blur from started to end in the transitions. And also I will change at the end this transition, just smooth transition. I didn't want to go from there to right, so I change the transition. Already show how you can do it, so it's not a big deal. So let's jump second last animation. First just let me remove this. Let's add another camera, activate them and hold Control Alt and press numpad 0. Select this camera and bring little back. Now we will add empty for this camera. Just select this glass, press Shift S and cursor to select it. Now we will add camera empty here. Just press Shift A, empty and empty, because it will give more handling on camera. So select this, rename this seventh cam empty and select this camera and press Ctrl P, keep transform. Add the area light, bring it back like this, rotate on Y axis. So this is for this lighting, and for this part we will add another light, or we will duplicate this. To select this, press Shift D and move on x-axis. We'll adjust the size of this. Let's just first see how it affect these straps. So here's light is too sharp, we didn't see anything. Just select light and make the brightness to 30. Decrease the size on the axis and now increase the watch clearly. So we add little more lights or increase the power to 50, and also add, just select this selection, cursor to selection, where the, sorry, cursor to select it. I don't, yes, it's, I think here. Just add area light another and move on y-axis like this, just like this, and increase the scale on y-axis. Sync now, just place in the middle and select this and make to selection to cursor. I want to clarify one thing. The empty which I moved to middle, it's the same which I parent the camera. Just insert single keyframe, go to end tab. Yeah, insert single keyframe. Let's play now. Okay, I want to slow down the animation on this when it pass through this Western logo, and select this keyframe and press R to rotate like here and press S to decrease the size of this. Hide this panel, press N. Yeah, it's not okay. So it's okay. Just we make sure it is slow. So what I do here, just press N, move to here and press insert, replace keyframe. Press N. Now see. Yes. So one more thing I will notice here, just select this and press K location rotation, and when it move to this here, just move like this here and press location rotation. So we didn't see any darkness on this part. So one more thing I will do, just select this, just go to here, press N and insert single keyframe. Just select this and make it close to this. Make this part more slow. From there, just press N, insert keyframe and move this part keyframe to, I think I want it to be like 690. Let's see now how it looks. I think 580 is enough. So one more thing I will do, just like it's here, and to move here I will make it little fast. So insert keyframe here and make close to 580, 680, 685. I think. Let's see, just make it to keyframe. Yeah, like this. 5690 is okay. Let's see. We will make this part linear transition, so press select this, make it linear, and let's see. So yeah, here's our animation. Just look it here. So one thing I forget, just go to render view and select the seventh, this depth of field, and just keyframe this. I keyframe this here, location and rotation, and then when it move, I think here, and then we will just select this, select cursor to select it, and select this, and press shift S, selection to cursor, and press K, location and rotation. So and select these and make it to linear. So now this part is visible and this part is blurry. See this? First this part is focused, and when it moved to there, then this part is focused and this part is blurry. Just let's see. Yeah, it looks nice. Let's jump onto the last animation clip. Let's add cube, make the size bigger, less like this, and go to shading tab, add the smoke, delete this, plug this into volume, also delete this. I think 0.1 is enough, and simply add spotlight, move up like this, move back and rotate on y-axis like this, and increase the power to 10,000 or 1 million. Also only it's apply on this cube. So sign this cube in the light shading, and I think the light is more. I will make it to 10,000, not 10,000. Decrease the density 0.03, and also select this, make this blend, and sport size, to reduce the sport size like this. I will make this little blue is okay. Move it on y-axis like this. I will delete this, and what I do, just simply go to orthographic view and reset the rotation. Press K, rotation location, and delete this keyframe. Simply now move like this, like this, like this, and like this. Press K and mark location and rotation, and go to end frame, make it little here, and press Alt R to reset the location. Make it to location rotation, and select these keyframes, press T and linear, and select the camera, press Ctrl R to set the rotation of this also, and rotate on Z axis on 90 degree and on Y 90, and move it to Y axis so it was in the middle, and on z-axis like this. So as watch come down, I will also make the focal length of this camera to 100 and move little back up like here. Just press K, location, go to end keyframe, make little there, press K, location, make it to linear, also press T, linear, go to initial frame, and what I do, simply I also animate the focal length, so mark the keyframe here, go to end frame and increase the line here, and also mark the keyframe. So select this linear, as it moves down and resets rotation, I will make this light dim, so at the end it will fades away. So select these lights, keyframe, and at the end make it to 0. Select this, make it to linear. Also select this, go to initial frame, mark the keyframe, go end keyframe, make it to 0. Then press A, T and linear. I do same for all the lights. And our last animation is complete here. And if you like this tutorial, please like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I hope you will learn something new in this video. So share with your friends and see you next time.